Good morning to you all. I am Claricia Myers coming to you live. I'm back home here in Virginia, and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I come and share just something that can help you in not only your personal life but in your business. Now, today's Friday. Happy Friday to you all. And I'm a little excited only because I've made that decision that I want to be the best me that I can be, the best version of myself. And I know there are other people who are on that journey, trying to become the best version of themselves. So I need my little glasses here so I can. Good morning, Albin. Good morning. Glad that you can join me this morning. Good morning, Sipo. Good morning, Adriel. So I'm just, I've been thinking about, well, to be the best version of you, you want to be in the best health, right? And a lot of times, out of sight, out of mind, when we're not thinking, when we're not intentional about our health, it's so easy to get derailed and go, get off the path, the right path, the foods that you need to eat. We are influenced by things that we see. And we have to keep in the forefront of our minds what is important. Health is important. If we want to live the best life that we can, it's kind of hard to do that when you're walking around on crutches and you're maybe hooked up to IVs. And so these machines, these bodies were given to us, and we, unlike the other animals on the planet, apes, dogs, cats, whatever, they don't have the intellect to make choices like we do. And why not make the best choice? So last 2 days ago, Wednesday, as I was looking at diabetes and all, and learning about sugar and how sugar is an addictive drug. We know that it's 8 times more addictive than cocaine and heroin. And if I don't know if you've ever seen someone who's addicted to those substances or whatever, they almost do anything to get a fix. And if sugar is 8 times worse than that, we don't notice it. We could just go around, oh, well, I have a sweet tooth. I feel like I need something. Oh, so you get a donut or you buy a soda, and it's that sugar that's in there. You get a little fix. You get a little fix all the time. And when it builds up in your system, things go haywire. So I thought, I already spoke about one of the effects of the negative effects of sugar, being that it's addictive, but there are others. So I thought maybe today I'll just share some of the other negative aspects and the negative effects of sugar. All right, so we know it's addictive, extremely addictive. That's one. You run a high risk, of developing type 2 diabetes. And that's the diabetes that you're not born with. That's the one that, I guess, maybe because of your tolerance level, you acquire that as you get older. Third, I didn't know this. Sugar has a tendency to make you depressed. And if you are already suffering from depression, that can kind of drive you even further into depression. According to the Public Health Journal, they have linked depression to the high intake of sugar, those sweet things, those sweet stuff. And so we have to be mindful. Sometimes we're not even thinking about this, and it's in your, it's like, oh, I just need something. I just need maybe a piece of gum, and it's that sugar that we seem to crave, and it's an addiction. Yesterday I tried to see, okay, I'm going to, when I fixed my tea, I'm a tea, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I like tea. I fixed the tea, and I said, I'm going to try it without sugar. And they have all these additives, these other sweeteners, which are even more harmful. So anyway, I try to do the tea without sugar, and it's an acquired taste. It's going to take practice. You have to get used to it. And it may not be the best thing for you, and best thing in terms of what you like, and it's because we have to retrain those taste buds. All right, So it can cause depression, and especially if you're already depressed, because it said it has an ability to lower the dopamine, that feel good. It lowers the natural one in your system. All right, 4, it increases fat storage. And as we get older, some people, not everybody, may notice that around the middle, you're feeling some handles, or they call it tubing. Well, that's not natural. That's because you're starting to develop that fat in the middle. But not only that, it starts, the fattiness starts getting around your internal organs, those important organs, especially the liver. Oftentimes you can get an enlarged or fatty liver from drinking alcohol, but this is non-alcoholic. This is because of sweets. And if you look into the effects of having a fatty liver, the liver it really goes into over time working on keeping our body detoxed. But if we keep feeding it all the sugar that builds up, it takes a toll on the liver, and it causes it to break down, and you're heading for major problems. All right. So, yes, fat storage causes fat storage. Another effect is it causes wrinkles. Did you know that? Now, some ladies might be really, oh, really? It causes wrinkles? Oh, I got it. Well, yes, it does. They said it says, the elastin and the essential elements that we need, elastin and collagen, it breaks that down, and our skin, it starts to sag, and so it makes you look older more quickly. So sugar causes wrinkles and saggy skin. Another negative effect is it raises the cholesterol level in your body. And when you have that high cholesterol, it affects your arteries and kind of restricts the blood flow, which makes you prime target for heart attack or stroke or something like that. So sugar has a lot of negative effects. It also increases your risk of heart disease, and it makes you overeat because you can't seem to get satisfied. You need another fix in a shorter period of time, and before you know, you're eating constantly. You wake up out of your sleep thinking about food. You're dreaming about food. So I also mentioned that it restricts your blood vessels, and it zaps your energy. When you eat the sugary stuff, you may get a quick high, like a temporary high, but then you'll crash. After that high is gone, you completely crash. And that is not good for our health, especially eating this stuff over a prolonged period of time. So in order to live your best, healthy, happy life, it is a choice. We have to be aware, cognizant of the fact that sugar can kind of just destroy everything. So it's going to take a mindset, make a decision to detox your system, and there are foods that you can use to do that. I kind of mentioned that in Wednesday's video. So if you missed that, you might want to go back. And talking about going back, you can visit my YouTube channel, and I learned that to have your YouTube channel in your own name, I guess this is one of their requirements. You have to have at least 100 subscribers, and I'm just at 18. Oh my! So I have some work to do. So you can go and subscribe. You can go back and look at any of the videos that I've done, or you can share them out from there. You can even share them out from my Facebook channel. And I also have a Facebook group that I've created called Spiritual Entrepreneur Goal Achievers. I invite you to join that group because I'm going to be starting to do some lives in that group. And if you'd like to be able to be in that group, I encourage you to join. I also have a link to a professional trial membership with which is a group that teaches you how to market and how to do, especially if you want to have your own business, it's an excellent place to get some information. So I encourage you to click on the link, and guess what? It's only $10 for a 10-day membership, trial membership. So we want to all live our best, healthy, productive, exciting, amazing life. I say life, or lives, for those of you who want to. Everyone wants to do that. At least most people do. But may not necessarily know how to go about doing it. But we all know, for you to have a good life, a healthy life, you got to put the healthy things in. And what's amazing is our bodies have an amazing ability to heal itself, but you got to put the right things in. And you have to be aware of what's happening around you, what's happening inside of you. Be in touch and tuned with you, and make the best decisions for you. I've heard some comments where people say, oh, well, if you're not going to die from this, you're going to die from that, so it doesn't matter. Well, if you know better, do better. You ever heard that expression? If you know better, you do better. And especially if you have youngsters behind you, they're looking at you. So it's important to model the behaviors for our posterity. I always say that word wrong anyway. But I thank you guys for joining me this morning. And I'm sorry, I forgot to greet everyone. Good morning to you, Anthony. If there's anything, Anthony, that I may have shared with you, or that resonates with you, or you know someone who can benefit from this, do share it out, because applied knowledge is power. It's good to know a lot of stuff, and sometimes, I know that. But it's one thing about knowing something and another about applying it, because that's where the positive results come from. So I will be back on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I invite you to join me again. Click on there's a button there you can click, so that whenever I'm doing a live, you're sure not to miss it, or it'll come back to you. So I thank you again for joining me. Have a powerful, awesome weekend. Remember, don't eat too much sugar, or try to cut back. Even if you can't cut it out cold turkey. If you're aware about it, are you aware of what it's doing to you, you can start gradually cutting it out of your diet. So that's what I have for you today, and I will see you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye now.